It's been a while, I understand. If you watched the last video on why it's been so long, then you would be fully up to speed. But if not, I do implore you to go and watch that because it will make a lot of sense why it has been so long since episodes. So we're gonna get straight into things. I've gone back in time, in a sense, but I'll try and do a little recap if you can't bother watching the video before. But welcome back, finally, finally, to Rochdale to glory. All right, and here we are. We are at the very, very start of the League Two season, and there is an awful lot to go through. Now, you're obviously asking why, Nathan, are we back in the League Two season? We went on a really nice run. Well, there was a problem, and there's no easy way to say this. I messed up in making the save file. Basically, the database was way too small, and it was really limiting the perspective of things of getting staff players who could be a benefit to the club. So I decided there and then, regardless of all the other problems that I'll go through with it, it needed to go back, and it's took me a whole week to get back to this point because I mean I've not had the greatest week, and Rochdale have been playing as well. But the other reason was there was a team in there from a database that I loaded ages ago, which I forgot to remove the save file for. But it was a team that I created, and it had a whole bunch of players from other teams that shouldn't be there. So that was quite a biggie. And then also I wanted to see if I can sort out the kits. But I needed the in-game editor to do that to sort of make things work. And somehow I've still not managed to make it work, but we'll make do with it. The kits are new. Yeah, I've made new kits, but without further ado, let's go through the squad. We'll get round to the squad in just a moment. I just wanted to go through a couple of things, a little bit of like stuff that's gone on behind the scenes. So we did win the National League, won it in March. We was unbeaten at that point. And is there a way of checking? There we go. Last season. If alright, that should be showing. Alright, that's weird. There we go. We got it. As you can see, we actually ended up always in one game this time. This was to Braintree, and it was a win that they very much needed because they stayed up at Morecambe's expense. Southend were the team that promoted us, deservingly so, with the way they played. So that is the state of play of how the league finished last season. We did also win the FA Trophy, and we kind of won it at a canter. Excuse me. We did win it at a canter. If I go to... Let's go back to the club site. See the honours FA Trophy there. We beat Weldstone 4-1. I even played some of my youth team, including a Sammy Wilson here, who, by the way, is 16 years old. And have a look at these stats. That is nuts. Just 16. He is going on to go and do great things. In terms of clubs that we are affiliated with, we are affiliated with Blackburn. We can nick some loan players from there. And also from Chorley is the same role that Blackburn are, the Blackburn have to us. So, what else do I need to show you before we go to the squad? Training facilities are upgraded. They have been upgraded. The youth facilities are also been upgraded. I've been pushing the board over this the whole of last season, to the point that our academy coaching is state of the art. Youth recruitment is really good for this level, and the youth facilities are actually being improved, and the youth level was also we're also looking to increase it in line with the youth facilities work, because in the future I want to have a look at just using the youth team, which I think is a good way of going around things. For the future, it saves us a lot more money. Speaking of money, in terms of finances, we are spending 55,000 on wages out of a total of 70,000, including 3-star players, so a total to 7,000 pounds a week. Now, turnover does not look great in terms of projections. Looks like we are on course to lose money, so any money gained is a huge success. Pre-season, in fact, no, I can show you how much of a canter we went on to go and win this. Pre-season was alright. We went through the whole of August and September. Well, actually no, went unbeaten the whole season, with exceptions to the National League Cup. Very dominant, to be honest. Throughout the season, like we were flying. Didn't even make that much business. I don't think we did make any business last season to start things. First point dropped was actually against Carlisle. But as you can see, go all through here. We made it to the third round of the FA Cup, lost 3-1 at home to Cardiff. First loss at home in normal time that season. And then finally we came unstuck against Braintree. Actually playing a whole full strength squad as well, so credit to them. They wanted it more. There was, I think at Morecambe, we played a whole bunch of youth players, and we did a similar situation against York, and then also similar against Wellstone. Another player to show you is Neil Duffy. I mean, how good does he look for a striker to start with? He looks phenomenal in terms of physicals, and then mentals and technicals are there to be worked on, but physical stats are there. A sign to be encouraged this season. Alright, without further ado, let's go and meet the squad. Alright, and let's start with our under-18s. The vast majority of these came through our youth intake, so we'll sort them out by ability going this way. Starting with Carl Merritt, Christian Hansen. I'm not going to go through all of them. Some of these players were also picked up just from signing from the head of youth development. Said, oh yeah, I like the look at this fella, and then he's just going to sign them. But the vast majority of these, very good prospects. I'm actually really excited about Sammy Wilson. He probably shouldn't. He arguably should be in the first squad, first team. I don't understand why he... That's weird. Can I change that? I don't understand. I'm pretty sure Samuel Wilson's already part of under-18s. In terms of under-21s, some of the ones from the under-18s, including Joan Arnold, who is also a very exciting prospect, and a lot of the 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, vast majority of them going on loan. Alright, here is your first team, and there is an awful lot to go through. You can see some familiar names up there at the very top, and this is into Season 2, so do forgive me. We are going to go through as many people as I possibly can. Starting... We'll do it that way. So, starting at the bottom, I've managed to secure Oliver Watmouth on loan for next season. I just thought it was really, really good. And I said to Man City that I have £2 million and I will have an option to buying him for £2 million. Never ever going to pay £2 million for him. However, he is in our goal. We're going to sort it like that. Next, I'm going to go through is Kim Ryung-ik, and if there's ever been a Football Manager transfer, this is definitely up there. Absolute obscure knowledge on him, and it was basically me just going through the recruitment and looking at people who was on amateur contracts. I keep moving my camera, I apologise. Who was on amateur contracts, who was on non-contract deals, who were free agents, and this fella came up. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm actually quite happy that I've got him. He's a backup goalkeeper, over 23 years old, can be a League One player on his best day, and he's only on £1,200 a week. Also, Lewis Thomas is another backup, and Tom Miles should be loan listed. I don't know why he wasn't loan listed. Let's do that. Right, okay, moving to the back, and this is where things start getting excited. Ebanks has sticked around. I signed him for another season. He is an emergency backup. Anthony Shield came through our youth system, looking very promising for, again, just 16 years old. Can see him potentially breaking through our first team. Conor McAvoy, I picked up on a free transfer. Again, just a solid player. Be seeing some of him. Oscar Wallen, I picked him up last season and he played the vast majority and played a real good season for us. Has potential Sky Bet Championship player, which is very exciting. Ket's had a bit of rolling around. You're going to see why in terms of my formation. He isn't the best of players anymore, but does a real good job. Kyron Gordon is our captain. He's going to be around a while. I'm fighting off all the interest that has been put on him. Ignore this. This is not true, but this is what I meant about the database. They absolutely would not be able to find Diego Romero if what's the word? If I didn't sort the database, and you can see it. We're going to focus on him. His ability is as good as a Sky Bet Championship player, right? That is 2 divisions above us, and he just looks phenomenal. And somehow, I got him on £600 a week, so I am very, very excited to be playing him. He didn't get a work permit, but he does have an ESC slot. And he is probably going to play in the vast majority of the games this season, so work permits should be obtainable. Also, Sam Beckwith is still here. He's still going to be here for a while. Jace Oliverio, I got him before I got Romero because I thought there's not really anybody around that could play there. So I needed to sign someone before the season started, so I had covering a position that I'm going to show you soon. And Jace Jace was available. Again, pretty solid. Has also had an okay pre-season. Don Lukash is someone who is part of our youth setup. Again, looking really promising for 16 years of age. Sammy Wilson, who we covered earlier, he can play as a centre mid. Can play as a centre mid pretty well. I'm training him to be a centre back because I think he suits it a bit more. But that's my opinion. It probably will change. Tony Alexander, again, probably a centre back. I mean, if you look at his tackling, his jumping reach, his bravery, at just 16 years old, he looks very, very promising. I'm absolutely could be seeing some of him. Still got some more players to go through, including two names just soon. Aaron Nemain, I picked up last season. Pretty good player. Probably one will probably move on at the end of the season. But again, did the job last season, did it real well. Miguel Aziz was available on a free transfer, so I thought, well, why not pick him up, because he is a real good player in Football Manager from what I have experienced, and Morecambe were relegated, so he was unhappy, so I picked him up for, I think it was just 2,500. I think we'll come back to these two because these need a bigger introduction. Tom McDermott, I literally just signed him before I click record. He is Skybet League 1 quality and is a squad player for us. £2,000 a week for a squad player isn't exactly what I wanted, but is someone who can do the job well. So I'm very happy to have him. As well as Ryan East, very happy to have Ryan East again for this season. Did a phenomenal job with a certain Harvey Gilmore, contenders for player of the season, both of them. Al Rakia had a real good season last season, so this time round I have decided to keep him on because he is going to provide real good cover for us. Corey Edwards is still here. We are looking to send him on loan though, because I don't think he's going to be a long-term project here at Rochdale. His contract is up at the end of the season, so we could look to move him on for some money. Jake Berger is also still here. Both of these lads are on the loan list. Don't worry, I'm not going to loan Jake Berger to Oldham. Never would loan anybody or sell anybody to Oldham willingly. Aidan Barlow had a really good end to the season, and I was considering releasing him, but at the time there was no one to cover the position he was playing in, so that's why he's here. But again, can do a real good job. I think he is probably going to be one of the surprises of this season. Still has the potential to go and do good things as well. Neil Duffy, we covered him earlier. He is probably going to get a lot of game time. Just to ease him in. He is 17, which means I could send him out on loan. Whether I'd do that or not, I'm not sure. I think it would be good for him, but also in the same sense, I think he's going to be a very good person to have off the bench. Although free heading is something not to be desired when he has 16 jump and reach. So that is probably something he needs to sort on. Devante Rodney is staying. He's contracted until the end of the season. Second highest goal scorer for us last season. Had a real good season for us. I think he scored, was it 20 goals last season? Let's have a look. He scored 16 and got 6 assists in 31 matches. So, can't ask much more. For striker, Tyler Smith did the job when he needed to. So, again, I have kept him on. He's out of contract at the end of the season. And then Manny Deserveway. Again, probably someone who we are probably going to be moving on. But in 41 games, in 45 games, even, with 5 on the bench, he got 45 goal contributions. And it was his best season of his whole career by a country mile. So he is here to the end of the season. But yeah, that is pretty much everyone. Let's go to our staff. So you know who our staff are. And like I said, with the youth team, I've been very, very, very I've been focusing a lot on the youth team. Very much. There we go. But I have been moving some stuff on, so this is a completely new staff. So Jason Taylor is someone I'm probably going to remove and look for a new assistant manager soon enough, as well as Matt Doan. But everybody else you see here, including Ian Henderson, who did retire at the end of the season, which he's a mental coach, by the way. But everyone is here is new apart from Matt Doan and Jason Taylor. And, you know, I mean, you could put Ian Henderson into that conversation. But some of these were probably not obtainable at the start of the season. I've been doing a lot of business during the summer transfer window to not just get players in, to get staff in. And this is reflected here. You can see the nationalities are very diverse here. Romeo Jazak is our director of football, and he looks very, very good for a director of football. If I go to here, the pointers you want for a director of football is really good. So he is coming for us. As well as some scouts. We've got Sigyn Francis, Rennie Henriksen. Also, we have Felipe Albert and Lee Jones. All have a lot of like scouting range. Best in League 2 for judging player potential, judging player ability, and analysing data. That just tells you how much I really want this to go well. Our medical team, we are 4th in the league for this. I didn't even think about this. I promise you I've not used the editor to get stuff, because I think that for me is called cheating. But I mean, in terms of business, staff have been very, very important to me in getting people in. I have signed 1, 2, 3, 4 people to the physiotherapy team, and then there's been a lot of staff in the under 21s and under 18s that I have got as well. Wow, we've not even got to the season preview. This is the league table. Notable teams are Reading. Reading is the big elephant in the room there. Is there any other big teams that shouldn't be really here? Bradford, you could argue. Surprised Bradford are there. Doing real well in the real world, aren't they? But yeah, I'd argue Reading and Bradford are the elephants in the room there. In terms of the season preview, we are predicted 5th, which confused me, because I don't think, honestly, we're going to be looking to do that well. But yeah, as I expected, Reading and Bradford up there, 1st and 2nd. Bristol Rovers, Colchester and Rochdale. So we are up there in promotion contention. We have sent a lot of players on loan, including a sale on Bryant Belongo and Conor McBride. £120,000 for Belongo and £75,000 for Conor McBride, respectively. Hamid Jones, Isaiah Oluku, Paul Haynes, Richard Whitfield, Finn McGarry, Joey Holden, Chuck Colombo, Casey Petit, Will Hanley, that's it. They are all at loan at their clubs, respectively. Well, we've not even got to kick-off time in terms of people who are in. I did get a new scout in swapping Jones for Luke Smith. That is something I did forget. The reason why I like Luke Smith, because he's got scouting knowledge in Argentina and Brazil, and he was a recruitment analyst at Brentford since 2018 and was out of contract in 2025. A lot of people ready to be homegrown. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. How dare I forget to mention, shall we put it, Jamie Allen. Now, Jamie Allen, for me, is arguably one of the people you can put in contention for Rochdale legend. He was a stalwart for us until he made the move to Burton for £400,000. I never knew that. But Coventry were looking to get rid of him, and it came up on my like the pages where the intermediary offers you a player, and I had this money in the bank just after we won the league, and I couldn't say no to getting £32,000 for Jamie Allen, £406,000 a week. But I'm going to try and keep him here for as long as I can now, because he is a legend. Ethan Briley, also out of contract. Rather watered down wage for how good of a player he is. But he's phenomenal. As you Rochdale fans will know, he featured a bit for Rochdale when he did play, especially in this was the season we went down, but he was quite important for us when we did play. We picked him up for £7,500. He was going out of contract at Brentford. I just wanted to make sure I could seal his signature. There was problems that he wasn't signed for us because we didn't think it was a big enough club, and then he dropped that when we finally made, I think it was a fourth attempt to sign him. As you can see, youth environment, youth coaching is state of the art. Youth facilities are being worked on, so those grey stars will turn into gold stars. And yeah, alright, I think that is everything. So, let's do a quick pick and we will go through all the teams here. This is the formation I am playing. It's a 3-4-1-2, and I used to play a 3-5-2. Duffy here would sit in the middle with Briley and Allen there, and this was a 3-5-2 initially, but it's now 3-4-1-2 because I think it just works a lot better. I am going to make my changes to this. Sorry, I really can't speak today. To this squad, and then we will get underway with our first game of the season, which will be on camera, and we're going to do 1 or 2 games today. Hey guys, Nathan here. This is just before we go into the first game. I just want to apologise. I have just gone through editing, and the frame rates of me talking are a bit far back from what is shown on the game, and it probably will be the case for the second game as well, if it has happened in previous episodes and I've just not realised. I do apologise. I will try and get it rectified. I do say at the end that there's no problems with me with all the editing skills I've actually grown. Also, this is a skill I need to grow on, so I'm just going to apologise in advance. But yeah, enjoy the game. And this is your team to go into League 2, back in the Football League. Hopefully picking up some points. Ignore the Red and Romero. He was actually unregistered. I just need to go and register him. But he is registered now. In goal we have Oliver Watmouth. Like I said, he is on loan with us now until the end of the season with an option to buy for £2 million, which we are not going to exercise. Beckwith, Walling and Gordon. At the back, Romero, Briley, Allen and the main in the midfield. Aidan Barlow playing attacking mid, as well as Deservely and Rodney, the lineup, the duo that served me very well last season, returning into the Football League at a canter. Let's go to the match. Need to give a squad number to Romero. He can be our number 5 this season. Right, let's go and do a football. I am excited to be back. Are you guys excited to be back? If you are excited for Rochdale Glory to be back, make sure to leave a like on the video. I am very, very happy to be back recording. Yeah, let's get into this. Come on, Football Manager, load up. Taking you jolly good time. Alright, it's taking forever. I apologise for the wait. I do realise this episode has gone on for quite a while now, just before we get into a match. But there was a lot to go through, as you can see. So, finally, ignore these shirts being like, was it Ready Pink? They're not. They're not. Let's go and give some motivation to our players. I'm back at Scotland. Look at that pitch. Chef's kiss. This isn't Scotland. If anybody knows how to get Rochdale Stadium on here, I would love to hear from you, because I mean that it looks very exciting to have that. And I know there's now tools. I think Bassy Boy, his name is, who's made stadiums, big stadium pack. I think I might have that installed. Don't hold me on that. But we are underway in the Football League. First game is at home. Hopefully we go and give these guys some. There already has been a game today in League 2, and that is Chesterfield 2, Bristol Rovers 2. Alright. So, where have I been? Well, last week, I think it was last week, I said on stream that basically I had to redo all the progress I made. Hold on, Gordon's through here. Plays it to Allen. Riley to Romero to Zervway. And it is a corner. But yeah, I had to reset all the progress that I've made, unfortunately, because there was just a lot of issues with the database. But we are back. It has took me a whole week to get back, mainly because there's been a lot of things that's going on. Jamie Allen with a shot. It is in the back of the net, but it is offside. I think there was another player who was offside that made that offside. Yeah, I've had a pretty rough week. Obviously, Rochdale winning on Tuesday was amazing. Honestly, I've never felt more on top of the world in a couple of years. It was so nice to be back at Scotland. I'm back in the team, you know, after last Saturday and Tuesday as well. I was very, very happy in that moment to be a Rochdale fan. And the pitch, by the way, was fantastic. And you can come see our pitch on Tuesday night. If you're up for it, Rochdale are at home to Boreham Wood. Rodney plays the ball in, can't get it into the box. We are at home to Boreham Wood on Tuesday. A playoff contender. They have lost their last 2 games in a row and went down to 9 men on Saturday. We didn't play Saturday this time, which, I mean, it's refreshing. I'm recording this Sunday night. I've just been playing some football training. But yeah, we didn't play yesterday on Saturday. But we are back at home on Tuesday to Boreham Wood. And then on Saturday... Oh, well, that's no fun. On Saturday, we are at home to Carlisle. Then I think we have Forest Green straight after that. And then we're away to Yeovil. But those next 3 games are 3 teams in the top 6, which is going to be huge for us. Bit of a scrap there in the box. And unfortunately, I've gone 1-0 down. Offer out some encouragement for the Dale players. But yeah, get yourself down to Scotland. Tickets are on Rochdale's website. I think it's like www.rochdaleafc.co.uk. I could be wrong. But yeah. Also, I want to raise a huge thank you to the people who have supported me on my Buy Me a Coffee page. This isn't me asking, I'm just telling you how much I really appreciate the people who have supported me on there, because all the money that is on there is going to go straight back into content ideas, equipment, etc. So yeah, I am very, very thankful for everyone who has donated on there. This isn't me asking you guys to donate. I'll be very much happy if you subscribe. Also, go follow my TikTok, because I want to see if I can go live on there. But apparently I need 50 followers according to TikTok, which is quite annoying. yeah, going back to the week, after Tuesday I did a stream Wednesday. Unfortunately, I started like stimming a lot. A lot of it wasn't caught on camera, but like in my head and stuff. I wasn't 100% there, so I ended the stream around an hour into things after a whole hour of trying to get it sorted, and well, it didn't work. So the stream eventually started at 7, and it finished at 8. And well, yeah, I just was having a good time. And then Thursday, unfortunately, I had a real slump. Mentally, I got to a very low point in myself, which I wasn't very happy of. Ball's played over to Numeni, plays the ball back over to Romero, new signing, and it is a corner. Yeah, on Thursday, wasn't really feeling good of myself, so yeah, we'll leave it at that. There was a video on which I put on my channel. I'm still mulling over taking it down, but it was just basically talking about a rough sketch of the difficulties of my life at the moment. It was sort of a rant on me to keep a note of how we're feeling. But I am feeling better now. I'm happy to be back recording. Starting to get back into a routine finally. After a while. And I mean, I thrive off routines. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. And all that was trying to get back up to speed with this. And it got to yesterday night around midnight, where I finally got to the season tick over. And honestly, it felt like such a relief. We are not really doing well in this game, are we? A couple of players I tired. Romero, notably, and Kyron Gordon. Watmouth has the ball now. Plays the ball forward over to advance to Rodney. Plays it to Aidan Barber, who is through. And it is a good save by Roberts. Oh, and the frames are timed out there. I'm going to demand more now, because this is far from pleasing from Rochdale. And Romero is there on the throw-in. Plays it to Ethan Brewer. Welcome back to Rochdale, Ethan. We're very happy to have you as Jamie Allen. 2. Walling plays the ball over. Owen finds Vassal of the Notts County defence. Ethan Brewer now plays it to Allen. To Rodney. Has a shot. Very, very close to a goal. And it is another corner for Rochdale. 46 minutes played now. Romero plays the ball in. Can't find anyone, but Aidan Barber plays it to Numeni. And it is off the crossbar. And Gordon plays it back to Beckwith, but it has been blown for half-time. And it has been a very entertaining first half. End-to-end, where any team could be in the lead here. Unfortunately, the team that is in the lead is not us. And we have some work to do going into the second half, because well, yeah, we just haven't been good enough. So I am going to make some changes. Romero looks shattered, so I'm going to bring on Pritchard. I am tempted to bring on Duffy. I'm going to bring him on for Deserveway, and then I'm going to switch those two over, because I'm training Duffy to be a centre forward. Even though his natural position is attacking midfielder. But at the point of where Duffy was coming through the system, the formation was a 3-5-2, where the attacking midfielder was in that centre midfielder position, so he didn't fit into our system. So training as a striker with him having 16 finishing. Oh, Rodney's on the attack here. Allen plays it to Barwell, has a shot, and it is a corner. And it's a very good start to the second half. We don't get to see the corner, unfortunately. I forgot what I was saying. Probably a good thing. You can tell I've not been recording for ages. I've got so much to talk about. You guys are going to be sick of me. But if you are excited to see it back, like I said, leave a like. It is a corner to Notts County. It looks like a bit of a fumble in the defence there for Rochdale. If you are excited, leave a like. Comment that you are excited. All helps in the algorithm. And don't forget to subscribe. Every little helps. Not to take away the trademark of Tesco's. But every person helps. And some things never change. I'm still tired. That being said, I believe it's like 9 o'clock now. Sunday evening, so I do have good reason to be tired this time. Yeah, I'm going to try and record a couple episodes over the week. I am slowly getting back to things. Pritchard has the ball, plays it to the main, back to Pritchard, over to Jamie Allen, has a shot, bundled off. And Dennis is on the attack now. But yeah, basically, I have a couple appointments. I have a dentist and doctor's appointment on Monday and Tuesday, so I need to go to those. And then after that, I'm probably gonna look at doing some recording. Also getting myself out of the house as well. I'll go on nice long walks every now and again. I haven't been on one since the summer, so I am thinking of doing one of those. Good for my well-being is the way I put it. I walk past some reservoirs on a nice walking trail in Rochdale. It is very relaxing and rewarding for every time you get to like certain checkpoints. Yeah, might do one of those. I might film it as well. I'll film some of it if I remember to. Now, this is not good. I'm going to go very attacking here. Alright, let's talk about the game. Once I've yawned. Right, I'm recording this Sunday night. It is going to go out Monday morning, probably around lunchtime. I'm going to get it ready to record, and then yeah, it's going to go out Monday lunchtime. So hope you're having a nice lunch when you're watching this. I have got a new gaming mat thanks to Stuart of the Rochdale Club Shop. You'll be able to see the actual game mat on my post part of my YouTube page. Rodney has the ball now. Allen has a shot over the bar, and we are going to look at making some changes. So Allen looks a bit jaded, so we have got Ryan East ready for you. Aidan Barlow also looking a bit tired. I'm going to swap him with Ryan East. And then Barlow is going to swap for Sir Harvey Gilmore. Anybody else that needs to come off? I've got one more change. Karen Gordon looks a bit tired. And Conor McAvoy is going to come on for him. And that is 5 out of 5. Let's go and win a football match. Rodney hasn't had the best of games. Nemain hasn't neither. Pritchard straight into things there. Trying to tackle. But unfortunately, it did lead to a Notts County attack. I apologise, I can't talk straight away. My words don't reach my mouth as quick. Right, hopefully we can do something with this. Gilmore has got the ball, plays it to Duffy, Youth Academy product. Already has a couple of international appearances at just 16. Pritchard has a shot, and that goalkeeper Roberts is having a fantastic time in net. You'll have to say, I'm going to encourage the players now, and I am too going to push these two up. Pritchard and Nemain I'm going to play high. I'm also going to play Ethan Briley and Harvey Gilmore up. At the top, who suits a second striker best though? That is the thing. Would it be an Ethan Briley? That's 10 finishing. What about Harvey Gilmore? I didn't check on Harvey. Yeah, we'll swap Ryan East and Ethan Briley there. And then Briley can come that second striker there with his 10 finishing. Rodney. Can stay as he is. And Duffy can also stay as a centre forward. Yeah, alright. Let's do that. Also, team instructions. I realise I might have gone off camera there being a million miles away, so I do apologise. Right, okay. Don't know why that wasn't a thing in the first place. Right, final third. We'll encourage shots from distance. Low crosses into the middle. Encourage dribbling. Also hit early crosses. So I'm really trying to go for this now. Would not like to lose. And everyone can play the positions they are playing in, which is encouraging. Ball is played over. Owen finds Walling. Gilmore now plays the ball forward to Rodney. Doesn't reach Rodney, but Gilmore chases it back. Places it east. Now it reaches Rodney. Duffy has a shot. Duffy can't keep it down. Duffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh, I just thought that off the top of my head. I'm very happy with that. We've not been at the races there, I don't think. We have the chance to build up here. Snatch a point would be very nice. Notts County have been the better team though. Ryan East has the ball, plays it to Rodney, back to East. East plays it over to Namione. Oh, can't do anything with it. Walling plays the ball back into Pritchard. Oh, and it's offside. And straight back into a highlight. Roberts probably going to take his time for Notts County. Now takes a free kick. Finds a Rochdale player. Ball was played forward, but unfortunately couldn't capitalise with it. With Rodney, just couldn't get to the ball. And Palmer now for Notts County. Plays it over. Ryan East now has it in transition of play. And that is very, very poor from Rochdale. And here come Notts County again on the build-up. Jones now plays the ball to O'Teal. Love a run. Plays the ball in. And it is cleared away. Connor Grant, former Rochdale player. Plays it to Jones. Has a shot. And it is a corner now. 2 added minutes. I don't think there's going to be much hope for us here. Watmouth punches it out. Palmer plays it back to Jones. And Watmouth has hands on it. And we need to get rid of this and get it forward as quickly as possible. Watmouth plays it to McAvoy. Plays it to Briley. Over to Harvey Gilmore. Switches the play to Joe Pritchard. Could be on here. Pritchard has managed to win us a corner kick. And over Watmouth is joining the attack. You can see the green shirt there. Ball's played in. Can't find anyone. Pritchard now has the ball. Whips the ball back into Ethan Briley. And unfortunately can't find any of it. And here comes Connor Grant. Running with pace. We do win the ball back and clear it out. But that is probably going to be it. 92 minutes gone now. And it is... We just had another offside. There has been a number of offsides. And unfortunately, that is the end of the story. 1-0 loss at home. Not the start that we wanted. Going back into League 2. But you can't say that we didn't deserve the result that came our way there. Disappointing day at the office. Okay, so here is your team for Walsall, our second game of the season. Walsall also did lose and they lost 4-0. Let's go up here. Deservedly misses out because he has been atrocious in training and he's not a happy boy. Pritchard is also out of the squad because he is wanted by Exeter. I am going to try and sell him. But here is your squad. Watmouth, Beckwith, McAvoy and Walling. Gordon is injured. Sorry, I do forget to mention things. But that is your back three. Romero, Briley, Allen, Adabel, Rowling. Miguel Aziz gets his first start for the club. Duffy and Rodney. Let's go and do a football and win a football match, shall we? Just mess with us then. It's good to be back, but I'd rather get on winning ways before we do end the episode. Hopefully that does happen here. If not, we might have to do a little tactical rethink. But the next episode, you will see us in September. I'm going to get through the rest of the summer transfer window. And I'll go through any other business that we do make. If we do make any business, is another matter. It looks like we are going to play in our away kit. It does look orange. I promise you it's not. Let's go and win today. We are at Walsall. I believe they're in the Birmingham area. They're around that area. Rochdale, line up there. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, you can see Walsall there. Very briefly. They had 4 goals shipped in there last season. Oh no, we are playing in our blue kit, I think. It looks like our home kit. We do have an away and a third kit. Hopefully we do get to see those this season. It is up to the game. But let's get kicked off here. I believe this is called the Palom Prescott Stadium or something like that. I think it might have changed since then. We will have a look in just a moment. I don't know why we're playing in a cautious mentality. We want to be attacking from the front. Walsall have had a shot there. It has gone over. And it is a goal kick. Pallet Trap Prescott Stadium. So, just change the sponsor there. Watmouth collecting the ball. Calm and collected, that young man. We kept the most clean sheets last season as well. Obviously, that is to be expected when we did literally all lose one game. Duffy's through. Duffy can't find the net. I'm hoping that's not going to become a regular occurrence for Duffy because I do highly rate him. I think he is going to be someone who we're going to struggle to keep hold of in the next couple of seasons. Adabel Rowan is dispossessed way there for Walsall and now is on his own on the wing. Plays the ball in over to Duffy. Can't head the ball. Like I said, he has got quite rubbish heading. Romero shoots and forces the save of Harris, the Walsall goalkeeper, and it is a corner kick. We don't get to see it. it has been a very good start for Rochdale. We do have a free kick on the edge of the area here. Hopefully we can do something. Allen plays it to Duffy. Duffy has a shot. And it is a corner. Very smart play there by Rochdale. Jamie Allen is over the corners. I am going to check set piece stuff because that is one thing I did forget to check. And at the start of the season, we have a new set piece coach as well. Because the one that we had before was quite rubbish. I believe the game just gave us one, which was weird. Way is absolutely done by Bill Rowan there. Presley's got his head on it, but over Upmuff. Safe hands, which is very nice indeed. Watmouth plays it to Warwin now, and starts our slow build-up. And it's at Beckwith, nowhere to go, but finds Jamie Owen, plays it to Miguel Aziz. First start for the club, plays it wonderfully to Adabel Rowan, deflected and saved by Harris. 11 minutes in, and we have definitely been the better team here. And Bryway's regained the ball. Warwin now with the ball. Is driving forward. Very weird. But was dispossessed. And it's a penalty. McAvoy has brought down Noble. I think that's how you say his name. And number 19 for Walsall. Presley has a shot. Shoots and scores. I'm going to offer some encouragement because we have been the better team and it was quite a silly error. We can definitely find another gear in this match. 6,050 there today in Walsall. Well, hopefully we can do something because we have been the better team from what we've seen. Dropped down to 22nd after 2 games, which isn't great. Harris plays the ball over. Can't find Rochdale player for us, can he? Not that he's looking. Aziz now plays it to Duffy. Plays it forward to Aziz. Lovely ball. Aziz shoots. And will we ever score? Because we have had quite a few clear-cut chances over the past couple of games and we just haven't been able to find a net. Allen now plays it to Adabel Rowan. Back to Jamie Allen. Oscar Wallen. Now Briley plays the ball forward. Can't find anyone, but Romero regains the ball. Ethan Briley plays it to McAvoy. Over to Jamie Allen now. Now to advantage Rodney Aziz. Duffy shoots! Neil Duffy scores! And it is his first goal of the season. And Rochdale's first goal back in the Football League. And what a way to open your scoring for the club. Aziz plays the ball on the plate for Duffy. He surely can't miss from there. And he puts all the doubters silenced. 1-1 and definitely deserved a goal there. Been the better team by a bit of a stretch. Hopefully we can now do something with that. Although Walsall do have a free kick, what may as well be a corner. Plays over to Barrett and it is 2-1. Noble scoring. Bit of a mix-up there in the box. Barrett plays the ball in. And Aziz looks like he's trying to clear that away. Noble was highest to reach the ball. And it is 2-1 to Walsall. Again, we are probably the better team. We just need to make sure our chances are being taken. Briley, as the ball plays it to McAvoy, playing a very high line. And we have lost the ball. Regained it. Warwin's been given a yellow card because he has fouled Noble there. He was the perpetrator of the foul that led to a goal on the other side of the area that we just seen. Okay. Briley plays it to Beckwith. To Romero now. And back to Beckwith. Hopefully we can do something with this. McAvoy plays it to Allen. Over to Rodney, who is brought down and potentially down injured. Egan O'Connell, former Rochdale player, has been given a yellow card. Romero has a shot. And it has gone out for a goal kick. Very, very close from Romero there. Keeper would have got to it if it was on target. It just sailed a bit far off the net. and Walsall start again. But Warren has regained the ball for us after the ball was played forward. And now Beckwith's with it. Hopefully we can do something with this. Beckwith plays it to Duffy. Plays the ball lovely over to Rodney. Is he onside? We'll find out. Rodney has scored. Oh, and it's offside. And we don't get to see how it was offside. That is unfortunate to say the least. 38 minutes gone. We are 2-1 down. Definitely been the better side, but we just need to show that. We need to make sure we're not a team that goes straight back down. Even though there are only 2 relegation places, I would rather do well this season. It is a corner for Walsall. McAvoy deflected off a shot. And it went out. Excuse me. Welling now has the ball for Adabel rolling header clearance. Running with the ball. Plays it to Aziz. Over to Rodney now. Back to Adabel Rowland, who is tripped over by Weir. And it is a free kick for Rochdale. Oscar Walling's over this one. He does play the ball over. Finds DaVinci. Rodney has a shot. Unfortunately not on target. Hits the post. Adabel Rowland plays it to Stephen Briley. And there was a lot going on there. I think Adabel Rowland had a shot. It was deflected out for a corner that we don't get to see, unfortunately. You just wonder whether that second goal is going to come, because we are comprehensively better than these, and we're just not being able to take away our chances here. And they do have another chance here. Barrett has basically ripped our defence apart. Lacking's had a shot, and it has gone over. Offers some encouragement once more. Look at those happy faces down there. I don't think there's going to be much more to sing about this half. That is half time. 2-1 down, which is not ideal. Better possession stats. We've had more shots on target as well. We just been a bit less disciplined. But let's. I am gonna change that to standard. Do that as well. Don't need to make any changes. We are underway. Romero has the ball after Rodney kicked us back off. Jamie Allen back in Rochdale colours. How do we feel about that, Dale fans? Honestly, I was as shocked as you guys probably are that I've managed to get in. I am very, very happy. Briley plays it over to Watmouth, back in our goal once more. Will be his last season with us, unfortunately. Briley plays it to Jamie Allen. Aziz, Duffy, Rodney, back to Duffy, has a shot, forces a save from Harris, the keeper, in Walsall's goal, and it does go out for a corner. Jamie Allen is over this one, plays it in, and Duffy has sailed that well over the bar. Not the best in the heading department, but we do move on. Hopefully we do something. I know I say that every time, but it would be nice to have an attack. We did what I was starting one there. They've gone for a shot with Watmouth off his line, but Watmouth did not give a flying tosser. It has gone straight over the bar quite comfortably. Watmouth hoops it forward, finds Rodney, heads it forward, can't find Duffy, unfortunately. And it is played forward again. Walsall do have the ball. Got quite similar kits to Morecambe, I've noticed. Jamie Allen now. Plays it to Watmouth, Beckwith. Briley to Duffy. Aziz plays it into Romero quite wonderfully. Can we do something for this? Romero dribbles his way into the box. And Romero's going to have a shot. And it is a corner. And I'll tell you what, Romero is having a good game, isn't he? I mean, it doesn't show down there. 6.1. From what we've seen, he's been alright. Watmouth kicks the ball forward once more. Finds Rodney this time. Duffy's with the ball. Dribbles into space. Finds Jamie Allen. Plays it back to Oscar Wallen, who plays it to Toby Adebayo-Rowan. Rodney puts Wallen through on a plate. And what a save by our goalkeeper again. We are having so many shots. Just can't find the target. I am looking to make a substitution. There is a highlight that is about to be played. We will play that highlight. Adebayo-Rowan's on the throw-in. Plays it to Jamie Allen. And here's a goal. Diego Romero has got our leveller. And now we are going to make some changes because we do need to up the ante, it seems. Who have we got on the bench? I'm going to bring on Alexander, Youth Academy products for Oscar Wallen because he does have a yellow card. Sam Beckwith and, well, Alexander doesn't seem that happy. Romero has just scored. I'm going to keep him on. Anybody else not looking great? Sam Beckwith, but there's not really much we can do about that. I'm going to keep him like that. Romero has scored his first goal for the club though, and can't say we haven't deserved it. Adebayo-Rowan, by the way, plays it to Jamie Allen, just for him to cross it all the way into the box, and Romero rises highest and just heads the ball past Harris in the goal. And we have made a substitution, and it is 2-2. We are going to go for the win now. Hopefully pick up 3 points away at Walsall. Noble has run through our defence. Has a shot. Alexander, our young defender, has blocked it. It's crossed over again to Barrett of Walsall. Plays it over to Williams. And McAvoy is stuck in there and has played it. He's cleared it away, cleared his lines. And the Walsall goalkeeper now regains the ball. Plays it to Hancock. Egan O'Connell, former Dale player. Noble now is brought down superbly, apparently. And Jamie Allen plays it to Aziz. He's had a good game today. Duffy's through! Duffy scores! Duffy the Vampire Slayer! He's got another goal. I'm very tempted just to rename him Buffy. But Duffy the Vampire Slayer, Rodney with the assist. Puts it on a play again for Duffy. Just runs into space. And it is 3-2. And I'm going to offer some praise to the Dale players, because that is nothing but what we have deserved. Duffy should be very happy. We are finally winning this match. Very happy to be saying that. Aziz plays it to Romero. Oh, to Rodney. Back to Romero. Back to Rodney. Woohoo! Looked like we were going for more. And we were very, very close to a 4th goal away here. Watmouth plays it to Sam Beckwith. Romero plays it to Duffy now. 2 goals on the score sheet. Romero now has the ball into Walsall's box. Can't find anyone. Sam Beckwith could shoot there. Doesn't. Adebayo-Rowan does. And it's gone sailing over. Sailing over. And you know what? I don't want to bring Duffy off. I'm going to keep Duffy on, I think. And 76 minutes in, I'm probably going to go a bit more defensive. But Romero is tired again. I'm going to bring on Taonara Rakia this time to give him his first game this season. Harvey Gilmore, I am also going to bring on for Jamie Allen. I'm going to bring Aziz out possession back here. So apparently he can play there. I didn't think that. He can, but I reckon we can put someone else there that could play it better. Can Jamie Allen play it better? I reckon he could. Yeah, a dropping defensive midfielder. I think we're going to play him all as dropping defensive midfielders. Just to really put in that we want to win this game. Everybody behind the ball. As we go back, we're going to change the mentality now to cautious. No, we'll leave it balanced. We'll put it back to balanced. Anybody else that should be coming on? I don't think so. No. Alright. 14 minutes left. Can we hold on to win this game now? They do have a corner. Weir is over it. And it is cleared out by Duffy. He's used his head. Duffy the Vampire Slayer he has. And it is a goal kick. Hopefully we can hold on to this. I forgot to add the time wasting. We're going to have to let this highlight play out now. But Watmuff plays the ball forward. Finds Rodney, who finds Jamie Allen. Adebayo rolling to DaVinci Rodney. Adebayo rolling. Takes his man on, beats him. Running down the wing. Scoring goals and making the Rochdale sing. Crosses the ball to Duffy. Uses his head. Over the bar. You might find me talking about Duffy's heading a lot. We're going to bring the tempo much lower. Hold shape. More disciplined. Play for set pieces. Play wider as well. More time wasting, please. 80 minutes gone. 10 left to play. Harris plays it to Hancock of Walsall. Plays it over to Lacking. Over to Weir. Somehow isn't dispossessed by Adebayo Rowan. And Noble is through there. And it is offside. Lucky us. I'm nearly eating my own words about how well we played. We have been dominant. We are deserving in the lead. It's just being able to hold on to said lead. And I am probably going to look at 2 more changes. Allen and Rodney both looking tired. Briley dribbles past his man, finds Rodney, the man in question, and he's through on goal. And it is goal number 4 for Rochdale. And surely now that is over. Duffy, 2 goals and an assist. Definitely my man in the match today. Duffy the Vampire Slayer. Duffy the Vampire Slayer. If you like Duffy, put that down in the comments. Duffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm going to bring Rodney in the centre mid position. I'm going to bring on Ryan East, who isn't playing there. Can't fit anybody else down there, but he is. Right, let's do this. Duffy's on his own up there. Duffy can still be on his own up there. Gonna bring Ryan East as defensive mid. Gilmore as attacking midfielder. Duffy as a second striker. And make sure he just stays high. Alexander has real good bravery, doesn't he, if I remember rightly? Yeah. McAvoy is going to be another stopping centre back. It looks a bit weird, but we'll make it work. I'm looking to bring Jamie Allen off as well for Barlow. You might not like where he's playing, but we want to sail through this now. 86 minutes gone. We are going to drop this down to cautious now. Just see the game through. 5 minutes left. And a highlighter's playing. Watmuth holds the ball. Taking his time, Watmuth. Plays the ball forward. And now Tao Naarakia has gained the ball there. Take it down to the corner. Duffy has a shot almost on a hat-trick there. And Beckwith has apparently fouled Roof there. I don't know how. He's got the ball in my eyes. Just a minute left. A win in the Football League. Back in League 2. And it is 4-2, the final score for Rochdale. And nothing but deserved from the Dale there. Rising up to 9th place there. What a win. Very, very happy on the lads today. Duffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm going to rename him, I think. Duffy was absolutely fantastic. Rochdale hero. Duffy the Vampire Slayer. And there you are. Just to confirm, I am going with the name Duffy the Vampire Slayer. I've not changed his name. I've just gave him a nickname. And, I mean, what a start to the season. 2 goals in 2 games. So, I am very, very happy with that. Already an Antigua and Barbuda international as well. And I hope his individual training is set to head in because it's not... Get it on heading. Oh, well. Turning dominance into victory, definitely in that case. What Duffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh, I think that's the first time I've ever given someone a nickname. So, yeah, I'm going to send the assistants to that. But that will call time for us today. So, if you have enjoyed the episode today, I certainly have. It is good to be back on the screen and sharing my experiences of my life with you guys. But if you are excited for Rochdale's glorious return, make sure you leave a like and put in the comments how good Duffy the Vampire Slayer is. That is going to be his name for the rest of the series, I think. But yeah, very happy. A loss where arguably we did deserve to lose, and a win, and a whole recap of everything that's gone on. And we are back up and running now. No problems. I've even got the audio and the cameras and everything set up. Everything's working. I'm fully up to speed with content creating. And I promise you, with the time that is allowing me, I will get as much as I can now. Okay? But until then, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Thank you to the people who support me via my Buy Me a Coffee page. The link to support me beyond subscribing to the channel can be found in the description below.